Hey guys, how's it going? Just a little update on my engine here for my '89 Mustang. As I said in the previous video, this is a 331 stroker from Coast High Performance. Scat crank with a scat rods and all that. And starting to assemble the engine. Finally got that back here about a week or so ago. And got all the mains torqued in with some ARP main studs. Everything's turning really easily, and which I like. And but I did definitely want to check crankshaft in play here. And I went ahead and put the crankshaft in there, and I had it very tight. I could barely get 2/1000ths movement on the crankshaft, moving it back and forth. So with the dial indicator, I was able, of course that's not zeroed out right at the moment. But anyway, I was able to take the thrust bearing back out on main number 3 and take a little material off with like 220 grit sandpaper and then smooth that out a little bit. And so now the tolerance for what Ford recommends anyway is 4/1000ths to 8/1000ths. So after putting that or smoothing that bearing down and then putting it back in, torquing everything back in, I was able to get the about 7.5 to 8/1000ths. So I'm right there in the pretty much on the top of the tolerance. I think maximum. I mean, I think if you're over 8/1000ths, the crankshaft's got some issues or whatever, but I think Ford allots up to 12/1000ths. But anyway, that's it on there. And everything seems to be turning out pretty good here. Interestingly, I've got another oil pump, excuse the mess. But this is the oil pump that was in there when I first put this engine together back in 2004, originally. And I had a mysterious oil pressure problem occasionally. Like you'd be cruising along and everything would be on the normal side of the scale, and then sometimes all of a sudden it would drop down, and then you'd rev the engine and the oil pressure would come back up on the factory gauge. So anyway, as I was pulling this out to put the pickup on my new oil pump to stick on here, I happened to notice that this was broke off. And there was an ever so slight gap in between the pickup. Even though there was a gasket in there, the gasket was ripped, as you can see. And I'm wondering if that was most likely the problem. But what's interesting is why that broke. And I've tore the entire engine down, and I have not seen that chunk of metal anywhere in the oil pan or anything. So that's quite a mystery there for me. But anyway, just a little funny thing to just talk about anyway. All right, but that's about it. And I'll update more. Take it easy.